short video after the series of which I discussed before this video. And it's just a summary of what I discussed in those 4 videos that I already presented. In short, it means those 4 videos were about the scientific end of abiogenesis-evolution. And I will wrap it up in a couple of steps, which I discussed in those 4 videos. Okay, I'm going to prepare a board for that. Well, in science we accept a statistical curve like this. This is a Gaussian curve. You have an average, that's this one here, and you got on both sides some S, I forgot, it's minus 2S, minus 3S, minus 4S, I forgot that. Okay, so you have results which resemble a Gaussian curve, which looks like this. And there's a standard deviation, deviation, or S in short, and which represents some percentages of how much it covers the results, the measurement results. Now, I compare it with coin tossing, because in coin tossing you have the same similar thing. It's a fair coin, and represents 50% chance in random chance. Okay. Well, if you toss 1,000 coins and you expect all heads up or all tails up, then you have a chance of 1 in 300 and 1.03 chance, or the chance that all heads up or all tails up is 10 to the power of minus 301.03. Yeah. So the chance is very slim. Maybe you can see it right better than this. But if you calculate that, if you do some scientific research about that, and you find the numbers of that, in which area it fits with in the Gaussian curve, then it ends up in the range of the 20 to 50s. Now, in science, scientists discard any measurement result that lays beyond the 6s. So this is 4s, something like here. Huh? Everything which is beyond that is scientifically discarded as being noise, as being not relevant for a measurement result. Yeah. Okay. But like 1,000 coin toss and all heads up or all tails up is in the range of 20s or beyond, 20 or more s beyond. Yeah. Now scientists reject 6s or higher. Yeah. Okay. Now here's a big line, because scientists are a little bit dishonest, unfortunately, and in normal measurements they are willing to do this procedure, to reject everything that's 6s or higher, but there are some fields which are based in their worldview, in their religious state of mind, so to say, that they are willing to accept these 20 to 50 s results, which normally they would reject in other measurements. Yeah. But with some kind of science, they are willing to accept it, even though they know it's an unscientific result. And that's what I'm going to discuss here. That's what I discussed in these 4 previous videos, and I'm summarizing it here. And it's in protein formation, the formation of life, the coming to be of life. Many scientists think that is abiogenesis-evolution that was the basis of this whole process, but this shows that it's not true, because all the results that abiogenesis-evolution can produce, yes, including evolution, is statistically all beyond the 20s limit, which normally an honest scientist would discard it. Yeah. So why don't they do it with a protein formation? Why? Because they don't want God in their lives. Okay. Now, if you in protein formation, nature can produce randomly about 40 amino acids. Yeah, that's investigated and researched and found by Jeffrey L. Bada in 2013. He wrote a paper about it. You can check that if you don't want to believe me. Now, all the amino acids are produced in the D or L form. So the left hand and the right hand formation, which are chemically the same composition, but they are the mirror images of each other. So this introduces several coin toss resemblant steps. Yeah, D or L is just like heads or tails. Yeah. Amino acids react either to the amino side of the amino acid or the acid side of the amino acid to form a peptide bond. Yeah. So and again, nature has the choice, one or the other, a coin toss thing. Now, in choosing between 40 different amino acids resembles a 5 coin toss times 1.25. So this is in total. This represents 7 coin tosses times 1.25. Yeah. Now, in nature there are about 100,000 proteins. All amino acids in those proteins are in the L form. If I'm correct, I think this was the L form. That means that in all these 100,000 proteins, and these proteins range from several tens to several 10,000s of amino acid compositions, they're all heads up or tails up, whatever. Yeah. So that means that you can directly compare it to the coin toss thing. Yeah. So they all contain the same form, the same mirror image of the chemical. Yeah. Now, for 100 amino acid protein, you have a formula of 0.5 times 160 to the power of 100. Yeah. And for 1,000 amino acids, these are relatively small proteins, so it's nothing big. And for 1,000 amino acid protein, you have 0.5 times 160 to the power of 100. Both results are beyond and far beyond the 20s limits. Now, I try to make it clear to you that scientists, serious scientists, are rejecting every measuring result which is higher than 6s or beyond. Yeah. But these results in protein formation are 20s and beyond, and they still accept it as scientifically correct. That abiogenesis-evolution is a scientific correct model, which I try to prove here that it cannot be a scientific correct model because it's a result that is 20s or above. So it's somewhere here and beyond, if not more, somewhere there. Yeah, and scientists, serious scientists, should reject these results. That means scientifically it's the end of abiogenesis-evolution. Because both in abiogenesis you have the same problem, statistical problem, but also in evolution you have the same statistical problem that people, scientists, serious scientists, they still accept the abiogenesis and evolution as a scientific model, which cannot be because both processes have the same statistical probabilities and are laying beyond the 20s limit. And scientists reject 6s and beyond. So, hey, come on, what's going on here? Scientists are thus not honest with themselves and to you as a regular guy. The thing is, that means that science, with respect to how we came about here, we came being living beings, they are dishonest to the rest of the world. Thus, it must be a religion that is going on. Abiogenesis-evolution is nothing more than a religion because scientifically spoken, the numbers are clear. It has no scientific correct fundament in science. So it must be some kind of religion that they are conveying to you, because scientifically spoken, I try to make clear that it has no merit. It is scientifically spoken and not a sound idea or sound theory. Well, that's the point I'm trying to make clear to you, and think this over because it's very important. And this is what all I want to share with you. Okay.